Vanakkam. The monthly news bulletin of Yarl Marai TV. News editor Reverend Father Anton Stephen. I am DILANI Edward Nathan.
I am Jeriksha Judson.
First, the headlines. The 18th anniversary commemoration of Reverend Father Jim Brown.
Protest marking the International Day of the Disappeared.
Right Reverend Dr. Anton, the Apostolic Administrator of Apostolic Diocese.
Asian Bishops' Conference for upcoming Vatican Synod.
Now, the news in detail. The 18th anniversary commemoration of the enforced disappearance of Reverend Father Jim Brown was commemorated on August 20th, 2024 at St. John the Baptist Church in Alai. The event was presided over by Reverend Father Bernard Regno, the parish priest of Alai and Dean of Islands, and included a special memorial mass in remembrance of Reverend Father Jim Brown and all those who went missing during the war. Reverend Father Jim Brown, a priest from the Jaffna Diocese, disappeared on August 20th, 2006 while serving war-affected communities in Alai, an area controlled by the Sri Lankan Navy. He went missing along with Mr. Vincent Vimaladas, who was accompanying him at the time. Their fate remains unknown to this day.
In observance of the International Day of the Disappeared, several demonstrations and rallies were held across Sri Lanka's northern and eastern provinces on August 30th, 2024. The protests took place in Jaffna, Kilinochchi, Vavuniya and Trincomalee, with participants calling for an international investigation into enforced disappearances. In Kilinochchi, the rally began at the Kandaswamy temple and proceeded to Kilinochchi Depot Junction, where a public statement was read. Reverend Father Sylvester Das, the parish priest of Kilinochchi, Velan Swamigal, participated along with relatives of the disappeared and public. The demonstrators highlighted their demands for justice and accountability for those who remain missing.
On August 2nd, 2024, Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe met Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanapragasam, the Bishop of the Diocese of Jaffna, at the Bishop's House, Jaffna. The meeting focused on several important issues. Key topics discussed include the current political situation in Sri Lanka, the release of lands in Wasavalan which remain under military control, and the launch of both Indigo flight service and shipping service to India. Several prominent figures were present at the meeting, including Mrs. Charles, the Governor of the Northern Province, Mrs. Vijayahala Maheshwaran, former Member of Parliament, and Mr. Ravi Karunanayake, former Finance Minister of Sri Lanka.
The Asian Bishops' Conference was held in Bangkok, Thailand from August 5th to 9th, 2024 in preparation for the second session of the Synod of Bishops on Synodality, which will take place in the Vatican this October. The event was led by Cardinal Charles Bo, the Archbishop of Yangon, Myanmar, under the theme How to be a Missionary Synodal Church. The conference saw the participation of 38 individuals, including cardinals, bishops, priests, religious members, and lay people from 17 Asian countries. Discussions centered on the working document released by Vatican in preparation for the Synod. Representing Sri Lanka were Bishop Raymond Wickremesinghe from the Diocese of Galle and Reverend Father Vimal Thirimana. The second session of the 16th Ordinary General Assembly of the Synod of Bishops will be held in the Vatican from October 2nd to 27th, 2024, following the first session, which took place in October 2023.
On August 19th, 2024, Pope Francis appointed Right Reverend Dr. Anton Ranjith as the Apostolic Administrator of the Apostolic Diocese. This appointment followed the resignation of Reverend Dr. Joseph Ponneya, the former Bishop of Apostolic, who requested retirement. Right Reverend Dr. Anton Ranjith, who currently serves as the Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Colombo and heads the National Catholic Youth Commission, will now take on dual roles as the Apostolic Administrator of the Apostolic Diocese and Auxiliary Bishop of Colombo.
The completion ceremony for a month-long residential training program for catechists from the Diocese of the Northern and Eastern Provinces took place on August 3, 2024 at the Mannar Madhu Shrine Retreat Center. This event was organized by the Northern and Eastern Bishops' Council and coordinated by Reverend Father Christinayagam, the program coordinator and the Vicar General of the Diocese of Mannar. Right Reverend Dr. Christian Noel Emmanuel, Bishop of the Diocese of Trincomalee, attended the event as the chief guest. The ceremony began with the Holy Mass led by Bishop Christian Noel Emmanuel, followed by a series of stage events. Key moments included the awarding of certificates, sharing of experiences, cultural performances, and speeches. Notable attendees included Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the Bishop of the Diocese of Mannar, Reverend Father Jabaratnam, the Vicar General of the Diocese of Jaffna, and the directors of the catechetical centers of Mannar, Jaffna, Trincomalee, and Batticalow. The training program, which held from July 6 to August 3 under the theme Shaping and Creating, covered a wide range of subjects such as the Pentateuch, Prophets, New Testament, Liturgy, Christology, Mariology, Moral Theology, Sacraments, Church History, Catechetical Methods, and Leadership. 37 catechists from 4 Tamil dioceses participated and benefited from the training.
On July 29, 2024, a special event was held to honor retired priest of the Galle Diocese at the Nisenseller Retired Priest Home in Gallegana. The event was presided over by Right Reverend Dr. Raymond Vikramasinghe, the Bishop of the Diocese of Galle. The day began with a special Holy Mass led by Bishop Vikramasinghe. Following the Mass, a discussion was held with a retired priest, during which they were honored with a gift as a gesture of appreciation for their dedicated service to the Church.
The 175th anniversary of the Claretian missionaries was celebrated with a special event on July 16, 2024 at the Claret Minor Seminary in Kattua, Negombo. The occasion began with the Holy Mass led by His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. Brian Udakwe, the Apostolic Nuncio to Sri Lanka. The celebration extended into the Claretian Family Day on July 17, bringing together Claretian priests, nuns, and laity across Sri Lanka. As part of the celebration, 2 Christian songs produced by seminarians of the Claretian Seminary were released. Simultaneously, the global commemoration took place in Vic, Spain, where the Claretian missionaries were founded. The event was led by Reverend Father Matthew Vatamatam, Superior General, and included a Holy Mass celebrated by Cardinal Aquilino Bocos with the participation of Claretian advisors and provincial leaders from 72 countries.
An educational tour was organized for the second batch of students enrolled in the Master of Christian Studies program from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Jaffna, on August 17th and 18th, 2024. The tour, coordinated by the Professor Reverend Father Paul Rohan and supported by lecturers Reverend Father Ravichandran and Winifreda Chandrasekhar, was themed in search of the roots of Christianity in Sri Lanka. The students visit the Mannar Diocese, a region with deep Christian history dating back to the Portuguese era, to explore significant Christian sites. The tour included visits to important locations such as the Shrine of Our Lady of Madhu, the ancient Alirani Fort in Muthariputurai, Giant's Tank, Bangali St. Anne's Church, St. Sebastian's Cathedral, Thottavali Shrine of Martyrs Pesale, Our Lady of Victory Church, Thalai Mannar, and Our Lady of Assumption Church in Mandai. The group also participated in a special Holy Mass at the Church of the Merciful Lord in Josephus Nagar, Thottavali, followed by a seminar on integrated education that brought together youth and catechism students for discussion. A total of 34 students participated in this educational tour.
An online discussion on introducing the common candidate for the upcoming presidential election was organized by the Northern and Eastern Priests and Religious Council for Justice and Peace on August 16, 2024. The forum was chaired by Reverend Father Rohan Dominic of the Claretian Congregation the Council Coordinator. The discussion aimed to reach a unified stance among priests and religious leaders on endorsing a common candidate. Tamil Civil Society Forum activist Mr. Sundareswaran presented the objectives and significance of the proposal, providing context and rationale. Participants then engaged in a detailed discussion on the potential benefits and challenges in voting for the common candidate. The event featured contributions from notable religious figures, including Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel, Bishop of Trincomalee, and Reverend Father Jebaratnam, Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese, as well as priests, religious leaders, and activists of Tamil Civil Society from the northern and eastern regions.
St. Martin's Minor Seminary in the Diocese of Jaffna, known for fostering vocation and forming diocesan priests, is now accepting application from prospective students. The seminary provides a formation house for young men discerning a call to the priesthood. Students who feel called to explore this vocation are encouraged to apply through their parish priest. Reverend Father Selvaratnam, the director of the seminary, has announced that application must be submitted through the parish priest by November 22, 2024.
The National Catechetical Centre of Sri Lanka organised a National Catechist Training Workshop from August 17 to 19, 2024 at the Vatta Retreat Centre in Ragamam. The workshop was coordinated by Reverend Father Bennett Shantha, Director of the National Catechetical Centre. The event featured a series of training sessions, presentations and discussions designed to improve the skills and knowledge of catechists. Around 50 catechists and directors of the catechetical centres from Tamil-speaking dioceses participated in the workshop.
The ordination ceremony of Reverend Father Sabamalai Saram Sahayadas of the Salesian congregation from Murungan Parish in the Diocese of Mannar took place on August 29, 2024 at St. Sebastian's Cathedral, Mannar. The ceremony was presided over by Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the Bishop of Mannar Diocese. During the Eucharistic celebration, Reverend Father Sabamalai Saram Sahayadas was ordained as a priest. The event was attended by Reverend Father Roshan Miranda, the Provincial Superior of the Salesian congregation, along with several priests, nuns, relatives of the newly ordained priest, and many faithful who gathered in prayer.
St. Philip Neri Church in Champianpattu celebrated the completion of its newly constructed dome with an inauguration ceremony and the blessing of a new altar on August 7, 2024. The event, organised by Reverend Father Duke Vincent, was attended by Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnanapragasam, the Bishop of Jaffna, who blessed the new dome and altar and presided over the Holy Mass. In addition to Bishop Gnanapragasam, Reverend Father Jebaratnam, the Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese, several priests and parishioners were present. The day's events included a friendly football match between St. Philip Neri Sports Club and Madangani Ganeshananda Sports Club, followed by an evening cultural drama called Kuthu, which portrayed the life of St. Joseph Vaz.
To end the monthly news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. The 18th anniversary commemoration of Reverend Father Jim Brown.
Protest marking the International Day of the Disappeared.
Right Reverend Dr. Anton Ranjith, the Apostolic Administrator of Batticaloa Diocese.
Asian Bishops' Conference for upcoming Vatican Synod.
Thank you for watching.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.